weird riddles, isn't it? All right. What are we supposed to do? Pull up the PDF. Guide me. 6. Mirror. I thought I was supposed to destroy the mirror. There's 2 of them, though. You will not be able to break this. Once you're fighting Balthazar, you can break it. So, I guess we're not done the fighting section. So, let's go back to the section where we're fighting him. Which is this one in number 5. That's where he is. Oh, is there another mirror? Well, there was another mirror, I guess. Okay. I see. There's 2 mirrors. Yep, that's great. So while we're in combat, we're going to have to go past the room with infinite respawning enemies and an invincible mage. Yeah, that's not super obvious, I gotta say. There's a reason I wouldn't have figured it out the first time through for a while, and even still, it's definitely not a very intuitive way to do it. Because the story takes you into this room first to go heal the Megara. Like, it basically brings you past that room with the mirror a couple times that you can interact with but not hurt. And it's guarded by Vrock. So the game shows you that first, and then you find a book that's like, hey, you probably should go break a mirror. But no, you can't. Because it's the wrong one, and you're not allowed to break it out of order. I think it's more just programming, like, event scripting than anything else. They probably should have let you break them in any order you want, and then they could have just have the fight follow that. But alright. Now we know what to do. See if our pathfinding can figure the way out. Looks like we got it. Mostly. Mostly. That was the long way. Pretty sure. That was definitely the long way. Alright. Yep, there's another mirror over there. I just didn't look past the boss, because, hey. Oh, wow. I didn't expect you could just walk past him after you left combat like that. I wanna try one thing, seeing as he's just letting us walk past him. Which I definitely was not expecting. Let's try a little trick. We've got enough psi points. We can try it once. Nah. Are you? It's a good thing it's a really good thing I saved right there, or I would have been really mad. Wow. We just lost our the only 2 armor class leggings in the game. Jeez. Oh, enemies destroying magical armor in 1 hit. Or I guess it's not technically magical, it's just the only 2 AC leggings in the game. Ah, that's good. I like it. No! Stop! He says. I guess good thing she's got some HP. My power, no! A tremor shakes through the school to its foundations. A deep guttural roar that sounds like an unnatural cry of anguish and defeat. Yay! I mean, let's just go over here. Kill these guys. Oh, he's coming. We're going to be stuck in combat for a while back here. These are bad birds. They're big and bad. I thought Strange Mind had a +2 weapon. What's going on with this? I don't think he's recovered his spells. So he's not going to be very dangerous anymore. Unless we hit him. Let me check something here. Yeah, his Dark Flame Sword should be able to hurt those things? Unless it's metal weapons specifically. It's possible they're weak to metal and not +2 or higher. I didn't really look it up. Let's go look at this thing over here. And this thing down here. What do we get? Just treasure in the middle of the battle. A leather belt of might. Well, that sounds good. It's actually more strength than the strength ring. That's pretty good. Now, without any other belts, I don't think you can cheese the magic effect the same. Because there is, like, nothing else. I guess there's regular belts. I actually dropped her strength. That's pretty good. Anyway, whatever. Point is, now we've got a strength ring and a strength belt. So that's cool. Just casually increasing our stats. The piles of money don't really matter. We could check the weapon rack. Nope. Alright, I guess we're going to have to just run past them. But we are going to get this ring while we're here. It's the light of dawn! Yay! So now we can use this. I'll give it... I guess we're running out of ring equipment slots. It's just a dismissal spell. We could have learned that in one of our mage slots, but now we can cast dismissal. Why not kill him? Well, because he still has this other focus, right? I guess it doesn't matter. I feel like the game is really having a hard time explaining how this focus invulnerability works. Because there's 2 mirrors and one's invincible, and I guess you can't... I don't understand. Either he has 2 focuses or he has 1 focus. The other mirrors are red herring? Maybe. Oh yeah, we need that terror extract for stuff. For reasons. Let's go have a little bit of fun. I'm probably just gonna... In the future tuber world, in the time of the future tubers, we'll probably have split this episode in half because this is going on pretty long. The text in the book is written in barely legible hand. You open the most recent entries from a few days ago. I have finished my research regarding the terror extract. This is, I'm pretty sure, the stuff we delivered. So basically the merchant in Red Sands area, just to the west of this worm area, this is who he was working for. And we're the ones that provided the terror extract even. I can see why the poison is such a well-kept secret. It keeps on the blade indefinitely. I have contacted a local merchant to acquire the extract for me. He promises it to me within a few days. So I will concentrate on deciphering the Unnamed One's book in preparation for summoning. I've completed the spells on the mixing bowl, and now all I wait is the terror extract itself. That fool merchant must have idiots working for him. Any simpleton could have acquired the extract by now. If I were not keeping the Megara in line, I would do it myself. Now, he actually had it, but I guess theoretically, maybe you could have just brought it straight here? I don't know. How do we do this? In your inventory and then click on it? I love the pixel hunting games. So far, none of this is working very well. Maybe she's not very smart. Someone else. One of my mages. Alright, let's try inventory mode, terror extract, click. There we go. It's just finding the right pixel as usual. The best part. The dagger looks somewhat different. Huzzah! Obsidian Terror Blade. A +2 dagger with poison. Save or die. Pretty good. So let's give it to our thief. As much as a bone mace is pretty cool, we'll take the save or die. Double daggers, you know, that's kind of classic. And unfortunately the bone mace is heavy, which means it takes up kind of a valuable slot that we normally don't want to give up. Now I could switch away from the blinding gloves, but I've had a lot of fun with those, so... I guess it's nice to have this because this is only a +1 weapon. So if I want to do +2 damage against like shadows, we can equip it. And then this is +2, this is +3, +1, +2 should work. +2 and +2. So we're only missing... This one's only +1. This one's +1, but we can alternate, and this one. Like, we don't have a full set of 8 +2 or higher weapons yet, but we're pretty close. I don't think you need +3 weapons to actually damage anything anyway, so... Okay, he's dead. I guess the only thing we missed out on was actually summoning the unnamed one by working with him, or pretending to join with him just to defeat it. But I think you might have... I don't know, maybe it would have been worth doing. If you're playing along, future tubers, give it a try. Say you'll join him, and then you'll summon the unnamed one. And assuredly, he'll just try to kill you once you summon it. But you could go pick up the Light of Dawn, or just know the spell Dismissal. And that might... You probably get a bunch of experience. I wonder if you get any items out of it. It's always the quest to get the majority of the most experience. Anyway, I believe that's it. Daglar really died like a chump after all of that. And the other mirror, well, we'll smash it on our way back. If we can. Because we gotta go talk to 10 Elf now. And then the Megara. And theoretically then, this whole quest line is done. Because then we can say the raiding is over. And the Elven caravan will probably be super happy with us. And then we're basically done all the side quests at that point. This one definitely took longer than expected. That was like 2 hours. Let's go visit. Also, we could go heal ourselves too at this point, I guess. I should probably show off the healing chamber at least once. But I'm pretty sure that teleporting platform, the middle one, with the big square in the middle, that we got to after a while, I'm pretty confident that that's, if you join... This is definitely not the way to get the... Come on, guys. I'm pretty sure if you say you'll join Balthazar, whatever his name is, you end up on that little floating platform and summon a demon. You've averted a terrible evil. I offer you my armor in gratitude. Use it in the defense of all that is good. I may finally be at rest. Farewell. Alright. Magic armor? Ah, there we go. The best armor. The best in the West. Cool. Okay, now the only downside is it doesn't come with free action on it. But other than that, it's definitely as good as it gets. So... Same AC as this. But I kind of like the concept of... No, Yeah, I like having full sets of the same gear, but I can't... I guess it's just the same arm, the same AC as the Silk even, really. No, it's... Oh, we must have some extra... Yeah, there must be some magical effects going on. Once we rest up and all of our... That must be like the shield spell is still active. Yeah. Once we've reset everything and recast it, that was technically a +1 AC kind of overall change. And I guess if the Drake armor, well... Would you rather have protection from fire or a little bit better armor class most of the time? Also, that reset the strength bug as well. So probably changing any equipment fixes your strength bugs. Maybe. I don't even know. Look, I don't know what's going on. Also, we have this staff that probably casts some magic if we use it. Let's just cast it. Oh, no, it's not a castable. Never mind. So we have to equip it to see what it does then. A bulk staff? Still doesn't say what it does. Interesting. Who knows? Look it up. Check your guide. I might test it out a little bit later, but for now, let's get going here. So I want to put the best AC, leg, and arm armor on China because she's the one that's getting hit the most. And then I'll hand me down to the other girls, the leftovers. But yeah, this is pretty awesome armor. I guess I'll split them up. I like the idea of full sets of matching armor, but now everyone has +2 arm. There's only one not +2 leg. Pretty good body armor. And then this stuff is just it's a level beyond, basically. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. In terms of, like, if it wasn't all split up, this would be, what's that, 4, 7, 11? Wow, that would be really good. That'd be like plate mail +3 or plate mail +4 or something. +11. What is plate mail in 2nd edition? 8 AC or +8 or something, I think. Anyway, pretty good. Is that it? So, armor's done, dagger's done, sword's done. I think we got all the gear. Yeah, we never figured out what this does. But other than that, let's just give it to the mages. Inventory is getting a little bit messy. We're going to go have another look at this mirror thing. The guy did suggest you could destroy it after you fought Balcazar, so let's see if we can break it now. It doesn't really interact at all, does it? I actually, you know what? I think in retrospect, this was probably meant to be an alternate way to solve the quest that they probably didn't have time to finish. I bet you if you had the actual tabletop module, like the actual book, the DM book, I bet you there's like multiple ways of defeating Balcazar, and the game developers, like this game's developing team, was trying to implement all that stuff, but this is pretty much near the end of the game, and I bet you they just didn't have enough time to get all the different the different routes finished. How can we repay you? We have a war coming up, you know. What exactly do you need us to do? You want to fight? We are too weak to fight, but you may use this as your base. Oh, that's useless. How about stop raiding the caravans? Of course, no more raids. I guess there might not be any way to actually talk them into the war. Oh, you know what? I forgot to go get healed. Well, they'll be here. Okay. Let's just extend this episode even longer. I'm going to that healing room. I'm going to find out if that gives you your spell slots back or if it's just, like, heal and restoration on everyone. And also resurrection. I guess we better kill someone. A voice emanates from the healing chamber. Enter, travelers, and be healed. Beep. Yeah, you get the full rest. Alright, that should probably have reset all of our effects and everything. Although I'm not even sure. Some of these things you might have to, like, re-equip, honestly. What is this one? That's the one with dexterity. We've definitely got the dexterity. Dismissal, fireball. Free action was there. Not a lot of extra spells on the bug, sadly. We've got the wisdom bonus. This is ice store or protection from missiles, right? Yeah. I mean, we've got quite a good variety of spell effects. Oh, wait, did I put the belt of might on the same person that had the drake tooth? That was silly. Let's find out now that we're no longer bugged for strength. Yeah, so the belt of might doesn't do anything for a half giant with max strength. So because the Thri-kreen can't wear belts or rings, really the two girls are the only people that get any advantage out of the drake tooth and the belt. So I don't even, there's not even really a lot of value to cheesing the attributes around. Although spreading the dex bonus might be worth it if you want, if you can. Like, you know, giving everyone +3 dex is pretty solid. Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, also double check my spells slots. We should have level 5 slots now, or at least yeah. 1 level 5 spell per preserver. So that's tricky. Now there was one question I was thinking of, right? So I put Miss Grabby before I forget, because I'm definitely going to forget soon. She has higher wisdom thanks to the ring than usual. And level 9 druid should mean normally 1 level 5 spell, seeing as we just learned them. But I think because our wisdom went up, we now can cast 3. I'm pretty sure it said 1 last time. And someone who doesn't have as high a wisdom, they get 2. I guess it's 2 instead of 1. But yeah, I guess that's definitely an advantage then. If you have any, like, that's, you know, Raise Dead, Wall of Fire. There's some cool stuff in there. Yeah, so that wisdom ring, not a waste. Pretty good. I should have made a save before I talked to Balthazar and then tried out the joining him, because I forgot that you could do the whole demon summoning dismissal extra combat. Like, it's kind of, I don't know how difficult he is, but theoretically that's another big boss fight, and you could dismiss him or actually just fight him. It's more experience is what I'm really trying to say. Alright, so for this episode, which is a 2-parter for the future tubers, we're going to go turn in our quest to the Elven caravan, basically wrap up our side quests, and there's one more place on the map we have to revisit. There's a couple spots on the world map where things respawn differently if you revisit them a couple times, so the Elven caravan is one of them. And there's another map kind of west of there that there should be one more event that we haven't seen. It's difficult to see all the events in this game for sure, because there's a little bit of RNG maybe, and there's just a lot of, like, scripting is strange. Alright, so they're friends. We have a friendly Megara tribe. They won't actually fight. It's kind of funny because the Megara, they're on the Draj's army side. A whole bunch of these types of guys attack us in the final battle. But they're at the same time saying they're too weak to fight, even though they're exactly the same as the enemies that we're defending against. Anyway, let's try to keep this moving along here. Now, if we'd found the Elven caravan earlier, I think you can see different travelers at the rest spot. Yeah, you'll have no more trouble from Balthazar. By my father's sword, you're fit to grab a dragon's tail. That's good news indeed. Balthazar was a fiend. I'm glad his shadow will not blacken the sand again. Alright. Let's try not to get ripped off too bad while we're here. You know, there is a secret buried chest on this map somewhere. We haven't dug it out yet. Congratulations on your victory. The news is already all over the caravan. We are all grateful. As I promised, here is your reward. What? Did she just give us a tiny amount of money? Yay! Not even a bonus experience. Not an item. Not even a gem worth 1,000. Just... Alright, thanks. That was real great. I'm so glad I turned that in. I feel ripped off, as always. Let's go to the Circle of Rest, because there's all kinds of people up here you can talk to throughout the course of the game. Welcome, fellow travelers. Have some meat. Now, good. Now that I'm done hunting, I'll be nice to eat someone. Where'd you get the meat? I came across some unwary prey and got off a lucky shot. Name's Tidzio, stranger this part of Athos and its customs. I'm from nowhere, or everywhere, but I've been all around. There's not much north, right? Siltsea. Oh boy. I don't really want to spend all the time, but yeah, you could talk to this guy about stuff. Sheesh. He's probably pretty interesting, but I feel like my episode's already so long right now. Yeah, I've been to Gedron and Seldrilti. There's a big war coming. He's traveling to a new area. Maybe he'll be in Dark Sun number 2. Lava fields. Yeah, we went there. Not much but lava. Another visitor over here. This one's mythical? I don't know. I'm China. I am the gladiator that broke out of Draj. And the Templars are still mad. He just fleeced a Templar? Good for him. Oh, he's going to Tyr. I believe Tyr is related to Dark Sun 2 for sure, though. That's where the real mining is. An industrious body can make a good living seeking around the iron mines. Cool. Ah, and this is the guy that convinced the Templar that there was copper buried under the hot springs, where he was killing all of his slaves to get them. So, we could have talked to this guy first, and then he would have, you know, would have kind of known where to go. But I think... there's only one more thing that we might be able to do. This is definitely 2 episodes worth of content, though. Oof. For the future tubers, it'll just look like a normal hour-long episode, but, you know. Alright, Tobrian. Would you like to sample my wine now? Sure. The wine is quite good, but leaves a suspiciously bitter aftertaste. It tastes gross. You're trying to poison me! No, I swear it's not true. If the wine was poisoned, it was someone else. Please, please believe me. I'll let the wagon master decide this. Yeah. Better bring that bottle of wine. You, what happened there is, you wouldn't have known, but our massive half-giant constitution protected us from being poisoned. We could have been knocked out, but, we passed our saving throw, and it just tasted funny. There is a whole event chain if you get poisoned and sold to slavery again. But we were able to. This is a serious matter. It is well that you came to me. Violence is not tolerated. Well, yeah, I came to you in good faith. I suggest that we solve this in a civilized manner. Each of you will be given a chance to speak, and I will judge who's been wronged. Sure. First, Tobrian. Then you. What happened, Tobrian? These cutthroats burst into my wagon, demanding I give them wine. What was I to do? You see how fearsome they are. I'm just lucky they heard guards coming and decided it'd be better to lie their way out. I'm just gonna tell the truth. He was pushing his wine on us. The wagon master listens intently to your tale of Tobrian's deceit and treachery. Because if we had passed our saving throw, it would have been a much, much longer adventure. So they just hand-waved all that. I have listened to the accusations in this dispute between Tobrian and China. Considering the evidence, I have no choice but to judge in favor of China. Thanks. You are gracious. I'm sorry Tobrian caused you so much trouble. Tobrian, you bring dishonor to the caravan and must pay for it. I charge you with a fine of 5,000 ceramic pieces, and you will forfeit your wagon to these innocent travelers. Yes! Now we have a wagon. Leave the caravan, Tobrian, before you suffer a worse fate. Here's $1,000 for compensation. You like damn apples? Eh? Try to poison me? It didn't even work! And you got kicked out of your caravan. So what should I do with my new caravan? Caravan master. I don't need the visitor circle. I have my own caravan. Right? My own wagon. Basically, there's a plot between him and one of the guards, I believe, to turn you into the Templars. But yeah, this is my wagon now. Alright, but that was, barely worth the time it took to do. I think... Do I remember the exact spot? I'm gonna have to look it up. There is there's one more thing. I'm gonna have to look it up. 1 second, everybody. Just a little bonus adventure here. Yeah, I'm standing in the right spot, basically. It's like right by all this grass. Alright, so if I kept all my extra stuff, or did I leave it? Oh no. I didn't actually bring it. Never mind. Well, if you brought the shovel... Turns out there's two buried treasures in the game. And leaving the shovel after you find the first one's a mistake. Oh well. I don't think there's anything very important in there, but you can dig up a chest, I'm pretty sure. It probably just has some gems and some money in it. Maybe I can find out what I'm missing. What did I miss? Oh, a +1 Kahulax, a graft weapon psionic bracelet, a quarterstaff, a gem, and $100. The Kahulax is just some regular +1 weapon. But yeah, I mean, if you have a shovel, and I forget exactly how you're supposed to even know that you can go there. We gotta fix this, too, by the way. Let's see if we can talk to these guys, because I'm worried they're not going to join me in the final battle, assuming I can even get that to spawn. But, they're kind of bugged out down here, but I'm going to try to talk to them. I hope this isn't... Because, like, he's trying to go south, but this guy's in the way. And then this guy's just following him, but... Pathfinding, man. Is there any way to fix this? Probably by killing people, but I think that would make them all hostile. I'll test this out. I'd rather be down one soldier than the whole batch, right? Let's see if they notice. Oh, now they're all hostile, yeah. Well, that doesn't work then. Well, you know, when I started this... when I started Let's Playing Dark Sun, I was like, you know, there might be a bug or two, a couple glitches. It's not 100% stable. This just further exemplifies it. Alright, well... What? Oh, the guards are just... Oh! Bam! Results! I happened to walk past the spot where, if you were poisoned, they would dump your body. So we've triggered another cutscene. Press continue. It sort of works. See, we didn't need to pay to Brian. They come to us like dogs to its master. What? If it interests you, my name's Seraph. Remember it when I spill your life in the sand. What do you want? I want you, willingly or not, dead or alive. I'll give you to Commander Obur. Who's that? He was sent by the Templars. A slave is always a slave, and you're no exception. You think you won your freedom when you escaped Draj, but Obur will teach you different. You'll never take me alive. Then we've nothing to discuss. Yep. The guards scramble for their weapons. So I think you would have woken up. Oh, good. Maybe these guys have a chance to move now. I've got a backup army to help. But yeah, I think you would have woken up. If you drank the wine and failed your poison check, I think you wake up here with no armor or something like that. And if you go with them, you get taken somewhere else and continue being a slave for a while until you break free. It's quite involved, honestly, for... Oh, that's right, poison dagger. Oh man, that does a lot. So I kind of want this fight to go on long enough for the slaver guards that are all locked up there to move a little bit. But it kind of looks like they're just going to do ranged attacks. Wait, they're fighting each other? What's that all about? So this is Seraph, one of the Elven jerks. Why are some of these... Some of the guards turn one of the guards. He was charmed? Wow. Oh yeah, that's... At least they're moving around. This is actually working out really well. Because I wanted them to not wait there. So, they're helping me in the combat, and now they're moving around enough that maybe we can fix two things at once. So are the frogs able to charm people? I don't think I ever noticed that. I don't think it ever happened previously. I don't think we can ranged attack, no. Oh, we should probably go deal with this punk too. Get wrecked. That poison dagger is pretty serious. The sound effects are awesome here too. I like that. Kill. Clearly, we're vastly superior to those guys. Hey, they're walking again. Yes! Don't get stuck this time, guys. Alright, I'll see you back in Thri-kreen later. Okay, well that was a surprise. I didn't think that would happen. Now, Seraph didn't seem to drop a body, so I guess we'll never know what he was carrying. We're in the area of quests that just barely hold together. Like, the game is just falling apart at the seams. So, so they all left. So they should join us in Thri-kreen for the final battle. Excellent. That's one more sort of optional army to help us out for the final battle. I think, you know, I've only really missed that one broken caravan guard group as far as allies right now. Maybe they'll show up anyway because I did rescue them, but... So, we were here once, and there was like this messenger guy, but I think we're supposed to come back. There should be another event on this map. But it might be a little bit RNG. A little bit random, maybe. Maybe it depends on what side you enter it from. But there should be some people on this screen doing stuff. And I'd like to show that off because this is like for real, as far as I can tell, for real, the last of the side objectives. This was the digging for treasure, but no treasure was found area. Okay, well, there's monsters. That's not quite right. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to trigger the event here. I'll try a couple times, but it might, you know, we may have missed it somehow by doing other quests first. Oh man, that dagger is good stuff. So much. But yeah, there should be a little event, but yeah. I think you'd be able to see them on the map. It's not like a spawned when you walk over a place kind of map. It should be a more of a when you load this area, there should be a couple different groups of, you know, non-hostiles that we can talk to. I'll try loading it from the north once, but I don't want to spend too much more time here. Maybe I'll check my my hint book, see if there's any tips. Go kill some half giants if we wanted, but at this point we're pretty much max level, so grinding on enemies that give you like 100 XP each, not all that important. Alright, well, it's not looking good for whatever the event is. Let me have a quick check in the guidebook. Yeah, point 2. There should be a slave transfer with a couple people, Hototo and Dagger. But I don't know what the triggers are to get that to actually show up. The guide's like, you know, after you've done the messenger thing, then you can come back here and do another event, but yeah, you have to fight the messenger, find some more information, and then you come back later and there's a slave thing here going on, but oh well, if they're not here, they're not here. I don't know if I've ever seen this event. It's one of those ones that I've heard of a couple times, but it seems a little bit glitchy, might not always spawn correctly. Now, technically, what we can do now, we're not doing it at this exact second, but what we can do is go back to Gedron, bring the soldiers back, and then wrap up the Alliance quest, and that'll trigger the end game. But we're definitely not doing that until we talk about that scroll that may or may not be preventing the final battle from spawning. Also, I think after talking to that girl at the caravan place, whatever her name was, shouldn't she have come back to Teoquetzal village? Let's go check in with Chal real quick, see if there's anything new, because we did meet his daughter out there at the Elven caravans. She was buying supplies for the village. Oops. Did she make it back? Yeah, Keturah. Yeah, I mean, we've already talked to him about her. I thought she came back to the village after you saw her there. We saw her last live stream. I mean, maybe she's got her own house or something. I don't know. Visionary. Doesn't seem to be working super well. Alright, well, I think then we'll be... I'll just check in with whatever this guy's name is one last time. And if he doesn't trigger any kind of weird spy event, whatever it is, I must have just dreamed that one up, then we'll We'll call that an episode. Yeah, I feel like we've never really succeeded in... If there is like a hidden, you know, charisma check to get this to work, we've never really got him to spill the beans. But yeah, we've talked about this with him more than once, so... Alright. At least I'm pretty sure there was nothing new there. If there was something new, I apologize for skipping through it, but... Ah, there we go. She's in our house. I found her. We'll talk to her. And then we'll pick up the messenger scroll that we need to make sure we burn. For some reason, I've heard that leaving it in Thri-kreen village somehow blocks the final battle from spawning. I have no idea why. Hey there, Katarab. What's up? Hi, China. Glad to see you. My father told me what you're doing. Good to see you. That's sweet of you to say. Larissa said I would meet real heroes, but I never imagined it was you all along. So what you doing in my house? I just want to thank you for helping Thri-kreen. My father was very worried before you came. Leadership is such a heavy burden. This prophecy of doom weighs doubly on him. I have heard a lot about you, you know. Oh, call me Caddy. It's not like you're a stranger. Larissa said I would be famous one day. Or was Father Garen not talking it? He's such a gossip. Larissa. Yeah, she's the mystic in the caravan. If you want to know your future, go talk to her. What do you know about your real parents? My father tells me nothing, though I've asked him often. I think he's hiding something. Do you know something about my parents? Well... a little. I mean, they're connected to a Templar in Nibene. Oh, you mean Chakusala, the Templar my father was a slave. I knew there was magic in my blood. Larissa always said I had the gift. Oh, I can't wait to learn how to use it. Magic's pretty dangerous in Dark Sun World. You kind of auto-defile and become evil super easy. I didn't say you related to her. What do you mean? If it's the only thing that explains my affinity with magic, it's so exciting, Larissa will be thrilled. Oh, that's not good. We sent her down a terrible path. Any good rumors? Yes, a visitor came in after you left, said Gedron's under the spell of a powerful defiler. Yeah. That's the one thing we haven't quite wrapped up, so technically we haven't finished it. We don't have an alliance. Alright. Anyway, I don't know if that was the right thing to do there by telling her about her family, sort of, but hey, we did it. I'm just cleaning up some of the inventory here. As you get alliances, you get more stuff. I think we got this leather helm of might. Was that... maybe this was from getting an alliance with the caravan guards, actually. Or the slave caravan, right? It gives you strength as well? Wow. There's so many things that give you bonus strength. This one might just set it to 24. Whereas this one might just add... well, now it's all glitched out one way or the other. Well, no, it puts you up to 25. Interesting. So strong. I mean, this one gives you protection from gaze attacks, but there's like no gaze attacks ever. So, strength on anybody that can equip anything. I mean, I haven't actually tested out. I can't imagine the Mantis can equip a head slot. They can use swords. That might be it? Amulets, right? Yeah. So if you had a magic amulet, you could put it on Strange Mind, but I don't think they can use anything besides weapons and amulets, probably. Like, it's pretty limited for equipment. Anyway, cool. That's a nice little item. And that is kind of the thing, right? Like, you get these bonus quest rewards that if you don't get your optional allies, you would never get to see. If I remember correctly, this is the bad scroll. So this is the scroll we found on the dead body to the south of Teoquetzal. For some reason, having this inside of Teoquetzal in your storage chest, typically, somehow, but having it simply in the city, I mean, we're going to test it out later, but the theory is having it in the city when you finish the Seldrilti and Gedron quests and trigger the endgame scenario, basically. If it's in the city when the endgame scenario starts, even if you take it out before you leave the town, you've already bugged out the final battle. I have no idea why. It doesn't really make any sense, but anyway, we're going to call that an episode, or probably more like 2 episodes for future tubers. So that's going to be episode, let's just say episode 17 and 18 maybe. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. I think that's all of our side content. Next time, I know we already kind of showed off the final dungeon once before, but there was 1 or 2 things I didn't show off on camera because I did it wrong and then found it on the off-camera adventure. So there's a couple new things, and then of course the mighty final battle, assuming we can get it to trigger, is pretty cool. So I'll see you guys next time, future tubers. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.